Yah, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Revelation chapter 21. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the old heaven and the old earth had passed away, and the sea was no longer there. Also, I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared like a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. I heard a loud voice from the throne say, "See, God's Shekinah is with mankind, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and he himself, God with them, will be their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will no longer be any death, and there will no longer be any mourning, crying, or pain, because the old order has passed away." Then the one sitting on the throne said, "Look, I am making everything new." Also he said, "Write, these words are true and trustworthy." And he said to me, "It is done. I am the Alef and the Tav, the beginning and the end. To anyone who is thirsty, I myself will give water free of charge from the fountain of life. He who wins the victory will receive these things, and I will be his God, and he will be my son. But as for the cowardly, untrustworthy, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those involved with the occult and with drugs, idol worshippers, and all liars, their destiny is the lake burning with fire and sulfur, the second death." One of the seven angels having the seven bowls full of the seven last plagues approached me and said, "Come, I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb." He carried me off in the Spirit to the top of a great high mountain and showed me the holy city Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. It was the Shekinah of God, so that its brilliance was like that of a priceless jewel, like a crystal clear diamond. It had a great wall with 12 gates. The gates were 12 angels, and inscribed on the gates were the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. There were 3 gates to the east, 3 gates to the north, 3 gates to the south, and 3 gates to the west. The wall of the city was built on 12 foundation stones, and on these were the 12 names of the 12 emissaries of the Lamb. The angel speaking with me had a gold measuring rod with which to measure the city, its gates, and its wall. The city is laid out in a square, its length equal to its width. With his rod he measured the city 1,500 miles, with length, width, and height the same. He measured its wall 216 feet by human standards of measurement, which the angel was using. The wall was made of diamond, and the city of pure gold, resembling pure glass. The foundations of the city were decorated with all kinds of precious stones. The first foundation stone was diamond, the second sapphire, the third chalcedony, the fourth emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth carnelian, the seventh crystallite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th chrysoprase, the 11th turquoise, and the 12th amethyst. The 12 gates were the 12 pearls, with each gate made of a single pearl. The city's main street was pure gold, transparent as glass. I saw no temple in the city, for Jehovah God of armies is its temple, as is the Lamb. The city had no need for the sun or the moon to shine on it, because God's Shekinah gives it light, and its lamp is the Lamb. The nations will walk by its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their splendor into it. Its gates will never close. They stay open all day, because night will not exist there. And the honor and splendor of the nations will be brought into it. Nothing impure may enter it, nor anyone who does shameful things or lies. The only ones who may enter are those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life. John pulls from a few places in the Tanakh. First, new heaven and a new earth. That is Isaiah 65:17. Turn to Isaiah 65:17. 65:17. For look, I create new heavens and a new earth. Past things will not be remembered. They will no more come to mind. Also, Isaiah 66:22. Isaiah 66:22. For just as the new heavens and the new earth that I am making will continue my presence, says Jehovah, so will your descendants in your name continue. Next. And he will live with them, they will be his people, and he himself, God with them, will be their God. Quite a few on this one. Starts with Leviticus 26:11 and 12. Leviticus 26:11 and 12. I will put my tabernacle among you, and I will not reject you, but I will walk among you and be your God, and you will be my people. Amen. Isaiah 7:14. Isaiah 7:14. Therefore Jehovah himself will give you people a sign, and the young woman will become pregnant, bear a son, and his name him Emmanuel, God with us. Isaiah 7:14. Also Isaiah 8:8. Isaiah 8:8. It will sweep through Yehuda, flooding everything and passing on. It will reach even up the neck, and its outspread wings will fill the whole expanse of the land. God is with us. Hebrew, Emmanuel. Also verse 10. Devise a plan, but it will come to nothing. Say anything you like, but it won't happen because God is with us. Hebrew, Emmanuel. Jeremiah 31:33. Here the days are coming, says Jehovah, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Yehuda. Ezekiel 37:27. Ezekiel 27:37. Where are you at, Ezekiel? Where's Ezra? There it is. Ezekiel 27:37. Oh, 37:27. Sorry about that. This will be after I have brought them back from the peoples and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, thereby being consecrated through them in the sight of many nations. 2 Chronicles, lastly, 6:18. 2 Chronicles 6:18. But God can actually live with human beings on the earth? Why, heaven itself, even the heavens of heavens, cannot contain you. So how much less this house I have built? How can we learn to love our Creator after reading Revelation chapter 21? We can learn some greatness of things to come. Trust that one day we will see this new heaven and new earth, as well as a holy city New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from Jehovah, prepared like a bride dressed for her husband. Know that we will hear, see, Jehovah's Shekinah is within mankind, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and he himself, Jehovah, with them, will be their Elohim. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will no longer be any death, and there will no longer be any mourning, crying, or pain, because the old order passed away. Trust that the one sitting on the throne says, "Look, I am making everything new." These words are true and trustworthy. Trust at this time it is done. Trust that Yeshua is the Alef and the Tav, the beginning and the end. Trust that anyone who is thirsty, Yeshua himself will give water free of charge from the fountain of life. Trust that he who wins the victory will receive these things, and he will be their Elohim. We will be his sons and daughters. Aim to be bold, trustworthy, good, sexually pure, trusting the word of Jehovah only for the source of the truth, worshiping Jehovah and truth tellers. Trust that the Shekinah of Jehovah is like a crystal clear diamond, having 12 gates with 12 angels with the names of the 12 tribes of Israel on the gates. 3 gates to the east, 3 gates to the north, 3 gates to the south, 3 gates to the west. Know it is to be built on 12 foundation stones, and on these are the names of the 12 emissaries of the Lamb. Know the city is a cube, 1,500 miles, with its length, width, height the same. Know the walls are made of diamonds, and the city pure gold like pure glass. 12 foundation stones are diamond, sapphire, chalcedony, emerald, sardonyx, carnelian, crystallite, beryl, topaz, chrysoprase, turquoise, and amethyst. The 12 gates are 12 pearls, each gate made of a single pearl. The main street pure gold, transparent glass. Trust that Jehovah, Elohim of heaven's armies, is the temple as is the Lamb. Trust the Shekinah of Jehovah is the light of the city with its lamp, the Lamb. Nothing impure may enter, only those whose names are written in the book, the Lamb's book of life. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can share that Yeshua is the Alef and the Tav, the deliverer of the world, that it is by trusting in Yeshua that our names are written in the Lamb's book of life. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. And how can we bear one another's burdens? We can humble ourselves and go to everyone we know and share the good news of Yeshua the Messiah found in the Tanakh. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing. Jehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Jehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Jehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.